Hi, I'm sitting here again with Svagito and wanted to record something today about creativity. I know this is an important topic and something that you also teach in different ways. Can you say something about that, Svagito?
Well, for me, having been with Meera so long, who was a really very creative person, I was always inspired by her joy, aliveness, and her spirit and creativity. And I feel that only doing therapy, we are too much focused on the past and how to heal the past and overcome traumas from the past. And really, a way to heal the past is to be oriented to the future. That means to feel what you really want to do with your life. What is your creative impulse in life? So, for me, only doing therapy, one tends to be too past oriented. So, I like to include creativity in that. That's why I often send, after therapy, I send people to Meera's course because then they come in contact with their joy, with their creative impulse. And very often, if you're creative, that's a way also of healing past wounds, because you come more in contact with yourself and with your nature. And you're not always digging into something that didn't happen or the wound. But the wound heals also if you are oriented towards the future. And that is creativity. That means coming in contact with your aliveness. Because the moment you are alive, really, in the true sense, then you are bound to be creative. For me, the true meaning of creativity has something to do with disappearing or moving into your emptiness, where you just become a channel for something and not claiming that you did it. In fact, a creative act is an act where you disappear. Your ego disappears. Your wanting, your desire, your mind is not there at that moment. So we often in life only experience moments like that, where we are in touch with that. And that coming in touch with that is a very fulfilling experience. When you're in touch with a creative act afterwards, you feel, wow, that was amazing. I don't know where this came from. So you say something or you do something, and it's not coming from your mind, and you don't know why you said that and where it comes from. And Meera was very often in touch with that. She often came back after her training being so excited and telling, wow, this was the best training I ever did. And it means she was not repeating something, because of course exercises and what you do, the act itself, it can be you did it before, but then doing it in a way where it is different, where you change something in it. It's not your routine.
And then I always end up at the same question, which is there something we can do to open ourselves to that, to the openness, to have fresh eyes and to be available for creativity?
It is, of course, it is meditation. It means, first of all, going in. And when you're going in into yourself, into your center, there you don't find anybody. There is an inner emptiness. And not only meditation, other experiences also. For example, in love, sometimes you do something or say something, and it came from somewhere. And in a way, you were not there, because in a way, when you are there, love is not there. When you're not there, then you're connected to something. It's not really that you love, you are in contact with love. So, so these are experiences where we can get a taste of creativity.
And that's the thing also, to have that sensitivity and awareness and not doubt it, then to go with it and to allow it to express. That can be tricky.
Sure, fear is conditioning. That means when we have an impulse and we hold back, that is because of conditioning. Then we think, oh, I can't do that. How does it look? What the other person will think? Or it's not good enough, or this is not good. And you can see that in also when you paint, also when the mind comes in and the fear comes in to do a mistake, to do something wrong, then you stop your impulse. And then the moment is gone, it's lost. So fear is, of course, stopping you. So a way to be more creative is to not listen to the fear, but to trust whatever arises from within you. To trust to go with that and to have the courage to go with that, which is sometimes really, when you paint, for example, you made a beautiful painting and then suddenly you have an impulse. And with that impulse, you may risk that your whole painting is gone, you make a black stroke on it. So and then Meera used to say, what is more important, the painting or your joy? So this is always a good question. What is more important, the result when I do something, or my own spontaneity and my own joy? What is more important?
And then the thing that gets in the way, the fear, I think everyone has been in touch with that and know that in themselves. So how to build courage?
Yeah. First of all, I think courage grows with love. If you love yourself more, or if you feel loved by somebody, you become courageous. So love makes you courageous. The moment you feel love to yourself, then nothing can stop you. And that's where our conditioning had to turn us away from this love. When you look at children, they have immense courage. They have no doubt about their creativity. They make few lines on a paper and they are immediately proud of it and showing to their mother and say, look what I've done. They have no doubt at all. And somehow we lost that. Now we think, oh, I'm not creative, or I can't do this. So we lost that touch, being in touch with our love towards ourselves. So I think it's very important to gain that again. The moment you can really love yourself, you will find courage. And if you happen to meet a person who also loves you, you will find courage. It just happens. That's why when you see lovers, they are so courageous. They don't care. And so love makes you courageous. So when you look for courage, I think you need to look for love. The moment you can say yes to yourself, to all your beautiful sides and to all that which you think is not beautiful, then you're in love with yourself. And in fact, that's also when creativity is born, because creativity is not trying to just, for example, in painting, just to make something beautiful. No. You have to also allow that which you think is ugly. If you don't allow that, then there's no totality. It's not a full circle. Then it's a kind of Sunday painting, something looking beautiful, decorative, but it's not creative. In creativity, your shadow is included. The darkness is included. What you like and what you not like in the first moment is also included. It's also there. So a creative act is a total act where what you like and what you don't like is both included there. And you see, when you open up to that, then you become capable of real self-love, and then you become capable of being creative, because creativity is a meeting of two things. And let's say a meeting of the male and the female also in certain ways, no? Like when we are born, our parents meet, that's a biological creativity. But when our male and female energy meet inside, then our creativity is born to grow that, and that has to do with opening yourself to the things you don't like in yourself, and that's quite a journey, quite a challenge, I think.
So in the trainings you have that have to do with creativity, what do you do there and what do people explore and how?
Well, we explore this space of creativity, and we use, when we do Meera's groups, then we use the medium of painting. Because in painting, you are producing something, there is a certain result, and then in the painting, you see your own mind. You see if this came from the mind or if this was a spontaneous response, where you're more focused on the outcome or where you're focused on yourself. And so we play with that. We do different exercises. Meera invented different exercises also, how to move beyond yourself. And in a group, the beautiful thing is, by being with others, you move beyond your own limitation. Because when you're with yourself alone, you're always in the same box. It's like you cannot look out of yourself. When you're in a group with other people, you suddenly see, oh my God, this is what one can do also. And you were not thinking about that because we're too much in our own box. So other people help you to open your vision, your horizon, to expand the possibilities and then see where you are limiting yourself. And this is an amazing learning, you know. So artists coming together, or painters, or creative people coming together and exchanging or learning from each other, not only in painting, in other fields also, like we used to do in therapy. Many different people who have different skills, they meet, they exchange, they expertise, and then you are in a melting pot of learning so much, you know. So we play with that in the painting. And painting is a good medium to do that, because also the way we paint, we use water, we let the colors run, and we don't make a controlled way of painting. So we are playing. We are not only painting, we are dancing, we're doing therapy, we're looking at our limitations, which always come from our childhood, from our parents. There are always wounds around that. We all have wounds around our spontaneous expression, where this was not welcomed or rejected. We were rejected or punished or made ashamed. So this this comes up there, you know. We have to learn to move out of those wounds, to heal those wounds, and then creativity can flower, you know. So I love that. I love to do that, to find that yes and that ability to celebrate each moment. That is the purpose. Also, you know? So there is this freedom, you know. You have to find your spontaneity, your impulse, what is right for you. You cannot listen to anybody else, to any conditioning, to any teaching. You have to find it.
To find and follow your creative impulse and your joy,
Yeah.
and to feel it from your heart. And
Yeah.
and I find also working with you and learning with you, it's a lot about changing a worldview and changing values. It's like how to recognize what is alive and what is aliveness, and to begin to value that, because we've been taught something different a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So that's a great discovery.